Okay, version number 2. So we have seen in a previous episode, I think, how to do this installation of ChatGPT in local on a Windows 11 machine. What we're gonna do now is doing the same installation on the M2. Now, if you are following, please look at the guide first so you can see which is the sequence of the operation, because now we are trying to do that as we go. So if we find mistakes, we're gonna try to fix it. So that one should be the right order to follow. So it should be pretty quick. I'm gonna use like some development tools that I'm used to. So I'm gonna use PyCharm to run the everything. And the one prerequisite that you're gonna have is to download Anaconda, but I'll show you the guide in a second. Okay, so let's start from the guide. I put everything over here so we can follow the instruction as we go. So first thing first, we don't need to install Visual Studio Tools. I'm referring to the guide above. You need to download the Anaconda app from the website. That is here, okay? So once you download and you launch it, you should have something like this, okay? So this is another Anaconda editor. We use this one because you need a Conda environment to run this ChatGPT in local, so that you can ingest all your documents and whatever you like. Okay. Okay, it should be fairly quick on this machine. So let's install, let's create a virtual environment first. So we call the local GPT already exists, so we call it tool. All right, okay. I use Python 10. I think it should work also with 11, but just to be sure. So now it's gonna create the environment. I'll come back in a second. Okay, now the environment has been created, so you can launch it directly on the terminal and doing all the operation from here. Okay, or we can use, as I was mentioning before, PyCharm as development tool. So I'll take that one from here, and here we go. So I don't, this one is something I already downloaded, but let's create a new one. So you have to go, so the options are actually on, there's a menu git, you do clone. Now we have to take the address of the repo. Where is it? Where did I put the repo? There you go. Actually, it's already here. All right, so let's take it. Okay, so let's go back on PyCharm and put it over here. This name already exists, so we have to change it before GPT-2. Okay, now it's gonna clone the project. Once it clones the project, we can start with the installation. Okay, this is a fresh download. This is the default document. As you can see, there is no database and there is no model. So we have to follow the README in order to do that. Now, why I'm using this environment? Because it's actually all integrated. So if I go on PyCharm and I go on settings, and then I go on project interpreter, add interpreter, local, conda, and then this one is the one we just created. So just to avoid that there is overlap of different packages, etc. So I did everything from scratch for you. Now pip is installed, so it should be working. Now we go on the terminal, and instead of follow the general guide, you follow my guide. Is here. So what we need to do is to go on the Mac option. Okay, Anaconda. I'm not sure we need this. Okay, let's give it a try. I think it's just for the installation of people, otherwise it doesn't even start. Maybe not be required. Okay, no, actually, the command is not this one, but it is to... Okay, give me a second. Yeah, the command is actually this one. So we now copy, we put it over here. Okay, so let's go back. It shouldn't be required, but make sure that we have beep. Actually, there was something missing, maybe. Okay, after we have done this one, we can install the requirements. So to install the requirement, just pip requirement txt. Actually, you should install this pip install llama, but we get the error when we install later. Now let's see what the error will be. Okay, so now we start installing. I'm gonna stop if it's gonna have if it's gonna encounter any issue or not. Okay, was installed without any error. Now we can launch everything. Now, as you can see here, he's actually the guy telling us what is the command to use for the M1 and M2. So that's the one that we should use. But if we just launch it as it is with the Python ingest, actually it shouldn't give us any error. And you will see that it's going to create a database. So actually it's going to ingest the text file now. The test file. And it's going to create the database itself. So it's going to chunk it, etc., etc. All right, let's come back in a second. Now you can see it's loaded. Okay, no error. Ingestion has been happening. And actually, as you can see, the database has been created. Okay. I don't know if you can actually see the database here or not. Yeah, actually you can. Okay. Anyway, this is the power of PyCharm. So let's continue. So now the next step is to launch it. Now this should give you the error, and at that point we have to install the CPP library. I'll come back in a second. As you can see, this is the first time, so it's gonna try to download. Actually, it's gonna download the model, and it's gonna put it here. Okay, and this model is selectable here in this file, where you can change which model you want. Yeah, basically you just select which one you want to use. So let's see what is going to happen here, but I should give us an error, and then the installation of the other library should fix it. Exactly. So this is one exactly the error that we were expecting. So if you go back to the guide, actually, this is what we would have expected as an error, so the pedantic one. So we have to install this one, but we use the command that is in the README file. Okay, so back on the README file, we find this one. Okay. Oh, I have to delete the example. Method. That's on it. Okay. I'm gonna go back in it when it's done. Okay, installation complete. Now we can run it. Okay, cool. That's also something. Do you know anything about Apollo? No, let's say real. Oh, oh, sorry. I see an English speaking. Do this. All right, let's see what is happening. Okay, so I cannot provide personal information for the details. Well, I don't know. Through email or other communication channel. Can I database on a platform? Okay, but it doesn't know. It didn't figure it that out. Probably doesn't. It's not in the database. Anyway, so you have seen how it works. So now to uh, get out is exit, exit. Now let's see the web interface. So for the web interface, you launch the API one. Okay. Now it's gonna launch the program. All right. Okay. So it's done. So this is where the API is running. And now you launch. This is just a very simple Flask server. So you launch it. It's just a developer server. So now you have done this. Take this address and you go here. There you go. Here's your local GPT. So now you can ask question here. And then let's see. Okay, so it's not able to say which is the sources, but this is like some information I found on Microsoft. So it kind of worked. All right, so that was really what I wanted to show you, how quick and easy it is to actually play with this type of stuff. I haven't tried to really upload from here, but I've tried to upload from other sources. All right, thank you.